Hello, Mary Meet. A few years ago, I made a video about how the inverted pentacle, by that I mean a pentacle with one point down instead of two, is not evil. There's a lot of people that's very scared of that symbol, and I made a video to clear a few misunderstandings up. I have gotten a few responses to that video, and one of them that I get versions of now and again, and the latest was a couple of days ago. And I do want to make a video to clarify this point. But the response I got a few days ago was um, with it. He said that of course the inverted pentacle was evil, because if it wasn't evil, then why would non-human spirits, or at least I think it was non-human spirits he was referring to, like that symbol. Now, a non-human spirit is a spirit that has never been a human being. Often when you're investigating paranormal phenomena, you will put them into two categories. You have human spirits who are ghosts, the spirits of the dead. And then you have non-human spirits who are spirits that has never been human. They can be nature spirits, they can be more malevolent entities, they can be the spirit of a home or an item, or, well, for example, in Japanese folklore, they believe that any item over 100 years old gets its own spirit. So all of these are the non-human spirits. So do they like the inverted pentagram? And if they do, then why? Well, in my experience, I've never really felt that spirits like the inverted pentagram any more than any other symbol. It is just a few wiggly lines, or rather somewhat straight lines if we're going to draw it properly. But it is a tool that can be used for summoning spirits, human or otherwise. Now, the reason for this is that the pentagram stands for, like I said in the original video, and I will link to that down below. Basically, the pentagram, one of the meanings, because it has several meanings, is basically the five elements. You have earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And when you have one point on top, it symbolizes spirit over matter, because then you have the corporeal elements under spirit. And so it symbolizes the corporeal rising up into spirit. While the inverted pentagram, when you have one point down, symbolizes the corporeal elements over spirit. It symbolizes matter over spirit. And such, it can be a symbol for drawing things of spirit down into the material plane. So there are quite a few people that uses the inverted pentagram as a tool for summoning spirits. However, that doesn't make the symbol itself evil. It is no more evil than a telephone is. You can reach somebody who is a good person with a telephone. You can reach somebody who is a bad person by telephone. It doesn't make this hair. This hair is not evil or not in and of itself. It is just a tool. The same with the inverted pentagram. Now you can get a lot more complicated with summoning and banishing pentagrams, especially if you go into the Golden Dawn system, where you have a lot of various ways to draw it, and there's quite a lot of memorizing there. For example, when you learn to do the let's say banishing ritual of the pentagram, you begin with the banishing earth pentagram. which goes like this. It begins on your left and goes up. And then, if I don't remember it completely wrong, and I always need to look at a chart before doing this, because then the Invoking Earth pentagram is exactly the opposite. It begins by the top, goes down, and I think it just goes this regular round, but I'm not completely sure. Like I said, when it comes to the Golden Dawn system for pentagrams, I always have to check the charts before I do a working. Anyway, so there you don't use the inverted version at all. However, if you don't want to have a lot of things to memorize, it can be a simple enough way to do it. If you have an right side up pentagram, it is banishing in that it symbolizes the baser elements ascending into spirit. While if you have it inverted, it symbolizes the baser elements descending, when it can then mean you draw spirit down into the baser elements, and then can be used as a summoning. This is also, like I said in the original video, why it has been linked to, for example, Satanism, especially modern Laveyan Satanism, which relishes in the physical incarnate world. And then a good symbol for that is the incarnate elements over spirit. But that doesn't mean it's evil. And like I said, this is just one of the meanings of the inverted pentagram. And it just simply means the physical over spirit. And like, for example, Wicca uses an inverted pentagram to symbolize their second degree initiates, because it symbolizes that these people have begun to understand the elements. They've begun to understand the physical world around them, but they have not yet ascended into spirit. And as such, they have not yet reached that level of wisdom. And so the pentagram with 1 point down becomes a symbol of that. So yeah, to reply to that question I get a couple of times, why would spirits like the inverted pentagram if it wasn't evil? I don't really think spirits likes it at all, but it can be a tool for summoning spirits, malevolent or beneficial spirits. Doesn't matter, because it can be a great symbol to use when you want to draw spirit down into the physical. That's how simple it is. Nothing strange or odd or hidden there. It just simply symbolizes spirit descending to the material plane. So yeah, I hope that cleared things up for you. Have a great day, and blessed be.